So welcome to my classroom, my dear students. I am your math teacher. My name is Rahul Bhadoriya, and in today's video we will be talking about the methods of solving a quadratic equation. In the last video we talked about the introduction of quadratic equations, in which we checked whether an equation is a quadratic equation or not. So if you have missed that video, I would highly recommend you to watch that video first and then come back to this video. So basically there are three methods of solving a quadratic equation. So the methods of solving a quadratic equation. So the first method which we will be covering today in this video is the method of factorization. The other two methods we will be covering in the next videos. So what is this method of factorization? Let us understand this method by an example. So we have a question here: solve by factorization method. And the quadratic equation given to you is 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. So we have a quadratic equation. The value of a here is 2, the value of b here is minus 5, and the value of c here is 3. A, b, c all are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Now how to solve it? What you have to do is, see, this is the middle term, minus 5x. You have to split this middle term. How you can write minus 5? So you can write minus 5 as minus 2 minus 3, isn't it? This is how we can write minus 5. So what we'll do, we can split the middle term, like minus 5 we can write as minus 2x minus 3x, and then comes your plus 3 equal to 0. So your middle term has been split. So you can take out now common 2x square and 2x. You have 2 and x common. You can write this as x, that is minus 1. You can take out minus 3 common here, and we get x minus 1 equal to 0. So we have x minus 1 common, and then the leftover is 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So you can say that x minus 1 will be equal to 0, or you get x equal to 1. This is your first answer. Similarly, you can say 2x minus 3 equal to 0, okay, and then you will get the value of x equal to 3 upon 2. So we have two answers here. You can write like this: therefore x equal to 1 and 3 by 2 are the roots, or you can say zeros, both are same things, are the zeros of the equation 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. So this is how we do the factorization method, and we get two roots or 0. Remember, the roots can be same. In this case we have two distinct roots. So the nature of roots, the roots can be distinct, which is, in this case, the two roots are different. The roots or 0 can be repeated or equal roots, or you may get no real roots. So these are certain points which you should learn before finding the roots or zeros of any quadratic equation. This is how we did the method of factorization One more question we are going to solve using this method. So our next question is 2x square minus x plus 1 upon 8 equal to 0. You have to find the roots or zeros of this quadratic equation using the method of factorization. So my advice to you is, first of all, try to clear the fractions when you have these type of questions. Take the LCM. The LCM will be 8, and then you can write this as 8 2s are 16, 16x square, then minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. When you multiply this 8 with 0, you will be getting a quadratic equation which is 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. So here the value of A you can say is equal to 16, B is minus 8, and the value of C here is 1. You have to split the middle term here. So minus 8x here is the middle term, and you have to use the values of A and C. How you can get minus 8x using A and C, which is equal to 16? You have to multiply A and C first. A into C is 16. We can get minus 8x like this: minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. So then take out common. 4x will be common in the first two terms. Take out 4x common. Now the value of 4x is common, so 4x is left, then is minus 1. Then take out minus 1 common from the last two terms. It will be 4x minus 1 equal to 0. 4x minus 1 is the common factor here, and then one more 4x minus 1, it equal to 0. So put it equal to 0, then 4x minus 1 equal to 0. You get x equal to 1 upon 4, and we have 2 times the same factors. So you have x equal to 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 4. In this case the roots are repeated. So this is your answer. Now how to check whether your answer is correct? What you can do is substitute x equal to 1 upon 4 in the quadratic equation, and then if it satisfies, then your answer is correct. So it will be 2 1 upon 4 whole square minus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 is equal to 0. Then it is 2 1 upon 4 square is 1 upon 16 minus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 is equal to 0. This is simplified, 1 upon 8 1 upon 8. So 1 upon 8 will give you 1 upon 4, and then we have one more 1 upon 4 in negative. Both are cancelled. This is equal to 0. Hence your answers were correct. It satisfies the equation. So this is how you can check whether the answer you have obtained is correct or not. You can substitute it, and if it satisfies, then it's okay. So this is the method of factorization, in which we split the middle term and we get the answers. The roots can be repeated, root can be distinct, or there can be no real roots. So it depends on the quadratic equation. All right. In the next video, we'll talk about the second method of solving a quadratic equation, which is the method of completing the square. So try to practice more and more questions related to quadratic equations solved by this method. So this is it. I hope this video is beneficial to you, and my advice to you will be to practice as much as questions you may. Maths is all about practice. The more you practice, the more you will be comfortable with this topic. So practice, 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 and practice. That's it. This is the mantra for excelling in maths. So in the next video, we'll meet and we'll cover the method of completing the square. Till then, bye. Take care, everybody. God bless you all.